Savannah. We also didn't know what was coming. Most of our fighting occurred in Dalton, Resaca, Altoona, Kennesaw Mountain, and New Hope Church.
We didn't know what was coming, but we knew they were coming. Sherman burned everything in his path. The reason why is that the people who were there supported us. All of the destruction costed $100 million.
We had 150 heavy guns, plenty of ammunition, and 25,000 bales of cotton that we gave to the Confederates as a Christmas gift. The reason why I didn't burn Savannah is that it's a very historical place, and I did not want to destroy it. When they surrendered, we cut off all the supplies getting to the Confederates. Free the slaves!
We celebrated that we had freedom. I'm so glad that this man added this for us. I'm so glad that we have Freedom's Bureau.
I want all these slaves to be just in their freedom.
It would be hard to adjust, but I'm glad we're free.
I had a plan called the 10% Plan. It was for 10% vote towards the Union.
His plan never came to play. He was assassinated so he couldn't put it into play.
I took over for Lincoln. I couldn't put the plan into play because nobody knew where it was. The main difference between his plan and the Radical Congress was Lincoln's expanded groups of Southerners not getting a general
And the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment. Somebody stole the document and now it's not a role in our government. I was walking around trying to find clues and I found some footprints going out the door. I also saw tire marks from the thief's car and I had to follow the markings and I came to a warehouse on the inside. No one was there, but I saw the documents on a table. I snuck out and successfully brought them back to the government and everything was back to normal. No slavery, citizenship, and freedom. And all men can vote. This goes in order. Also, I was thrown out of my seat because I was black and I was in charge of the Freedmen's Bureau. And I were found by the Confederate soldiers. They told us we were going to Andersonville and we didn't know how it was like. After the train ride, we arrived and didn't look like I expected.
Open the gate. Let these men in because they have to pay for what they have done.
We walked through the gates, and it was the most nastiest and scariest place I've ever been to in my life. It had all kinds of old Union soldiers that were wounded.
Don't think about crossing that line or you will get shot.
Okay. I saw a man after Mr. Wars left. He was talking to the kid in the tower.
Hey, do you want something to eat? If so, cross that line.
Okay, I'm coming.
I told him I'd kill him.
I know that this place right now is not a good place to be. I like tenant farming more because you don't have to use our bare hands.
I like it just because I like it.
Hey, if you sign this, you can get some things.
Really? I want to sign it. What does $1 million mean?
I don't know, I'm just saying it.
I'll just sign it because I want to sign it.
Okay, I'll sign it.
Hey, Mama, I learned something new in class today.
What did you learn?
The Kansas-Nebraska Act.
What did it do?
Well, it said if you were a state in the Kansas-Nebraska Act, your residents could determine whether the area became a free or slave state.
I've also heard of Bleeding Kansas. What was that?
Yeah, the pro-slavery free state settlers fled into Kansas and soon started tremendous violence between these people.
And who was responsible for this?
Senator Stephen A. Douglas. He was a very good person. I'm gonna go play now. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.
What is this?
The Compromise of 1850, sir.
What did it benefit? What was the benefit?
For the North, California came into the Union as a free state, and for the South, the territories of New Mexico and Utah would determine whether they wanted to be a free state or a slave state.
Okay.
All right, so here's the plan. Got shirt. South. President, creepy around here the past couple of days.
Yeah, bro, it's been scary.
At least things have been settled.
Like what?
The Missouri Compromise, man. It's evenly divided to 11 states for each the North and South. It's all fair now.
What if the guy started dividing the borders? But dude, what was the definition of the free and slave states?
The slave states allowed slavery, and the free states allowed freedom.
Oh, I get it. I don't think this guy likes us talking about this. I think we should stop.
Sounds like a good idea. Slavery was a huge part in the history of the United
Oh, we should knock that out fast.
Even outside of the world. Slaves were told what to do every day and got treated horribly. It took a long time for cotton to be made, which made it expensive, and not a bunch of slaves were needed. Then, here comes Eli Whitney, right on the path, to break many more slaves' hearts and lives. Trust me, he was a good person. This man was the creator of the cotton gin. The purpose of the cotton gin was to make more cotton at a faster pace. If cotton could be made faster, which means more would be made, then the price gets cheaper, which means more people tend to buy it. Which means it's going to be increasing the amount of slaves. Yep, he was a great man. The South produced so much cotton. They were known as King Cotton. Slaves were a pretty big part of Georgia's population at the time. 11.5% were all slaves. It's just crazy.
Welcome to Saturday Night Live, Shaq.
Thank you very much.
So, how have you been?
Good. How about you?
Doing pretty well. So, I heard about the nullification thing that was going on.
Yeah, the South is being hit pretty hard by the tariffs put on them.
Why were they put on tariffs?
Because the North wanted more money and wanted the South to buy more products from them.
Well, that should be a spanking in the teeth.
Sure it is.
Yo, man, I hear you talking over there. You should think of breaking my Mexican rice pollo soup.
Yo, man, we're trying to have a show over here. Mind your own business. I'll eat it later.
Yo, man, that looked disgusting. No wonder you smell.
No wonder you no lose weight, man.
Okay, settle the stop sign here.
Jeez, man.
Haha! When was the last time you lost weight? So this man named John C. Calhoun had a message for the South Carolina Exposition. What was it?
That any state could nullify a federal law.
Since when did Fat Michael Jordan turn into all of this politics, man? It's ridiculous.
Speaking of South Carolina, that was the state that challenged the tariffs, and that state's threatened.
Thank you for your time, sir.
Now will you try my Mexican rice bean pollo soup? I have burritos too, man.
No, I will later.
I actually will. I need to lose weight.
Someone's finally gonna lose some pounds. I'm tired of living like this.
Me too.
Better. We need to do something about this.
How about states' rights?
What are states' rights?
States' rights are the belief that the interests of the South should take precedence over the interests of the national government.
Yeah, that sounds like an awesome idea.
I know, because it is.
But with respect to perception of the states' rights, we in the North need to be together as one.
But what about the South?
You know them. They just want to be separate.
But what if everything works out for the South?
The North has remained on top, will remain on top, and will stay on top. We have more people, and if we are all together, we will overcome the South. Teamwork is better than being separate with nothing. Each and every day, I know that everything will be okay.
Get over
What do
here.
you want?
I'm gonna educate you on some history. Hey, boy, don't you ever run from me again.
What in tarnation do you want?
You know about Gettysburg, right?
No.
Gettysburg was an important battle in the Civil War. And it was important because if the South won, they would have been recognized as their own country. And maybe, just maybe, would have won the war. It was a battle. And if you run from me one more time, you're going to be in the slammer.
They had such a big advantage. How in the world did they not come through?
Because they
Who
chose
was led by?
Robert E. Lee.
Where was that?
This was in Pennsylvania. Now get on out of my sight.
Hola, me llamo Dora. What's your name? I don't really care. The Battle of Chickamauga was an important battle in the Civil War. Let's say Chickamauga in Spanish. Say with me. 1, 2, 3, Chickamauga! Congratulations, you did it. The South needed to win this battle to secure a major railroad. Unfortunately, the North won this battle. Dang it. Do you know who the Confederate commander was? Maybe your backpack can tell us. Looks like it was Braxton Bragg, and the Union one was William Rosecrans. One last thing before we go. Do you know what city Chickamauga was located near? Okay, let's use our backpack again.
Backpack, on the backpack loaded up with
Looks like it was Chattanooga. Adios!
For long years, I've never figured out what a blockade is. And I'm sick of it. Hey, you, what's a blockade? What's a blockade?
blocks things from crossing.
Okay, how are small private ships able to get around?
Because they were slow and they could get through.
Okay, now get out of here.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to figure this out.
What are you trying to figure out?
Who won the election of 1860? It's not making any sense. Lincoln got no votes from the South.
They didn't need any votes. They already had too many people, and they all voted for him.
Okay, thanks.
The debate over secession. There has been many arguments and debates about this. Today we have Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless first. First, we're going to start out with Stephen. Stephen, what are your thoughts about this issue?
First of all, what is a secession? Like, what's the big idea about this? Does Kobe Bryant know what a secession is?
Sir.
Okay. First of all, the secession is when a place and a country separates from the government and becomes their own country. This secession grew widely over the country in the years. Man, what do you mean Kobe Bryant didn't know what this was? I mean, Tom Brady even knew.
Well, first of all, Tom Brady is not the greatest of all time, as so Kobe Bryant. So
Man.
I don't think he would know.
How many Super Bowls has he won?
Tom Brady?
Mhm.
Does that matter? How many
It
championships?
does matter.
How many championships did Kobe Bryant win?
5?
All
Matter,
right,
matter.
all right.
First off, I just want to put out there that the South has every right to leave.
Oh, so it's gonna be one of those type of days, huh?
Yeah.
Boo-hoo, I'm the South. Ooh, we want to secede because we never get what we want.
Man, the South stood their ground.
Well, Alexander Stevens was okay with not seceding. Apparently the rest of the South didn't get the memo.
Robert Toombs wanted to succeed.
And
Thomas Cobb did too.
I don't care.
And by the way, Alexander Stevens came back and wanted to be the vice president.
Okay. Steven, let's talk about the war. Who won?
At least we fought hard though.
Ah, that's what I thought.
Man.
Thanks for watching. See you next time on First Take Retake.